All right, we're back with another part. And in this particular part, we're gonna just be going over Gohan and concentrating. He's trying to focus on his ki and keep his ki under control, which he actually starts potentially. Yamcha looks over and it's like, "What's going on?" Which, hey, I'm sorry if this is wrong, guys. Okay, so don't shoot me if this is wrong. But since they're in a different dimension, the rules may be a little bit different. But Gohan was trying to keep his ki, all of his ki inside his body because he was realizing that he had a lot of ki leaking outside his body. So he was just trying to keep some of it in. And during this process, Yamcha was like looking over at Gohan, but just kind of far away, far away because he was doing some training while Gohan was meditating. And he swears he couldn't sense Gohan's ki for a while, and his hair turned it red. But he just brushed that off and then, you know, kept doing what he was doing. And so what ended up happening now is Gohan would basically just be doing not necessarily Tai Chi, because that's not Dragon Ball Z S, but since I'm the god here, it would probably be more like a very slower down fighting while trying to keep his ki like skin level, like where it's just on the outside of his body, just barely. And he's like just focusing on that and trying to keep that and maintain that. And then after, of like what I'm gonna say they've been here for 6 months, so after 2 months of just Gohan training on keeping his Super Saiyan like it is, just breathing and making sure that it doesn't go out of control. And Yamcha trying to see if there's any other advanced applications of his form, since his form is literally pioneered by him. Okay. He literally is like, damn, this is crazy. He's like, damn, I gotta make something up. And he swears that kid's over there discovering something brand new, but he can't focus on that right now. He's gotta keep doing this hard, rigorous training. And he keeps getting different flashbacks of like when he got his leg broken, when the androids first came, it's all these little things. The Cybermen, even though a lot didn't happen, more stuff happened to Dragon Ball than anything. And just all the times that he was just completely useless, and he's trying to use that as like motivation to keep fighting because he's the only warrior left. So he just keeps training, keep training, keep training, keep training, keep training, keep fighting. Trying to get his techniques better, trying to get all his shit better, bro. He is sobbing, bro. He's mad. He's mad, like big mad, okay? And he's like, I'm not gonna hold no one back any longer. And so he's like, he just gets his ki focused. And basically, he just gets overall stronger, okay? As I told you, he's the pioneer of this new tech transformation and stuff. So he's trying to, like, really get it to work. You know what I'm saying? Easier said than done. Easier said than done, my boy. So as he's doing this, hold up. Gohan is literally basically trying to tap into different emotions because Yamcha did have a very good point. The Super Saiyan is very strenuous because it requires you to tap into anger. So he's trying to see if he can tap into love or care or, some type of level of compassion to see if he could really get his engines going without getting angry. And eventually he is able to enter like a more of a meditative tranquility state while still fighting. So this time Yamcha doesn't lose another arm, or he doesn't lose an arm. He doesn't lose an arm himself. So he becomes very, very more skilled and more, a lot more, what's the word for it here? A lot more tranquil, a lot more focused, a lot more steadied. It's kind of like how he was when he fought Frieza in his second form after he did like that fury of combos. He was just in the zone. He was in the flow, trying to actively be in the flow consciously versus just being not in the flow. You know what I mean? And not letting his emotions go wild. He's still using his emotions, but he's using the desire to protect, the desire to provide in the sense of, and serve in the sense of. Okay. So after they do this or whatever, Yamcha's like, go on. Do you think you can increase your Super Saiyan to any other levels? And we gotta still take in the fact that Gohan's still pretty young. And when Goku and Vegeta and stuff, like, well, hell, he went Super Saiyan 2 for like 15 seconds and he was out for like 2 weeks, okay? Now, he did it in the original canon, but then again, he was also training with I don't want to say stronger Goku per se, just because Yamcha at this point in time is really strong. Um, hmm. But I would have to say that he was training with a Saiyan, okay? And Goku understands exactly Betum for Betum how the Super Saiyan works, and Yamcha just has a rough estimate. So training like that, and on top of that, training, I guess, with the father might be a little bit different, but it's a lot easier said than done because even Goku couldn't get Gohan to reach Super Saiyan 2. But now the stakes are a lot more perilous, and he's got to do a lot more. He's got a lot more on his back, okay? Versus just being kind of like, damn, what do I do? So, with that being said, Gohan does try to crank it up a bit, and he's able to get to the extended Super Saiyan. He's like, this is basically replacing Super Saiyan form since Super Saiyan is his new base form. And he's just like, he gets bulkier in his muscles and he gets actually a lot stronger. And Yamcha's like, cool beans, times 20. You hear like this wolf noise, just whoo, like when Yamcha does the wolfang fist. And then it gets crazy. They start throwing some good hands for like this last week or so. They just start throwing like raw dog hands, and they try to stay at full power for as long as they can. Not inherently just like exhausting all their power, but just like about full power. Boom, 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 boom. And then for that like last week there, I'm gonna read back some. I'm gonna say they got like at least like maybe a month or two. So for a half of 1 month, or one of the months, they're going full power, and then they calm it down a bit, right? And then they go completely like not full max power, but like Gohan's in Super Saiyan using all of his power in that form, while Yamcha's doing the same thing in his wolf personified form. And then they're going at it like that for like as long as they can, because they're really trying to make it into a marathon and not a sprint. Because I think if Gohan or Goku was there, they would be trying to just like immediately annihilate the androids, jump them, use everything you got and run away or something like that. But Yamcha's trying to use more of a tactical approach to it. And he's like, we got to stay in the fight as long as we can. One of the things Master Roshi always was telling me, if you wait long enough, or if you're fighting long enough, you might be able to catch your opponent off guard. And so this is pretty much where their training would almost commence. For like the last month or so, they're not doing shit. This might be their last time talking to each other. Yamcha is saying this internally. Gohan's just like, yeah, we gonna fuck these niggas up, bro. I got this new training. Me and my boy Yamcha, bro. I'm calm now. He hype. And then he just sees all like this potential, bro. And he like sees that image of like, not really Krillin, but just for the sake of like nostalgia, sort of. It's kind of like he sees Krillin and Yamcha. Like he just sees everybody. And it's like, you gotta protect Bulma. You gotta protect Bulma. Trunks. And yes, even you, Goku. Nah, but for real, he's like, you gotta protect Bulma, Trunks, and even her. And Gohan looks up, it's like, wait, did you say something? I didn't mean to cut you off. And it's like, no, Gohan. No, you good, buddy. And he's like, oh, okay. And then so he's just sitting there going on, bro. Talking about it. He gonna hit him with the 1-2. Then he gonna hit him with one knees. Then he gonna hit him with one knees, bro. Like, he's so hyped, bro. He's like so fucking ready to take down these androids, bro. So he could be a scholar like he always wanted to. Yes, he technically wanted to. There was many points in time in the story that he could have actually actively chose not to. Anyways, we're going to get to when they hop out, and then they all get new gis, right? We could just say Popo's that guy. He makes some new gi. And since, Yamcha only got one arm, he's like, you know what? I'm going to do Goku some justice. So he pops on that Goku gi one time for the 2-time, bro. And it's an actual Goku gi. we could just say that Mr. Popo got it from Goku's place. And he pops that bad boy on. He laces that bad boy. He laces that one arm up, or he might get like Gohan to do it. Just want to take one good look at Gohan. And about this point, I'd say we're probably looking at like a teen Gohan, give or take. And he like just tightens it. He's looking at Gohan like, thank you, my boy. So they basically fly off or whatever. And he's like, shouldn't we go visit like Master Roshi or somebody or something? He's like, nah, it's all good, bro. They fly off. They basically head back and check on Trunks, which I think Trunks would probably be like, what, like 5? I don't even know how old he is. I just know he's not like, Trunks that we know that Gohan's training, because Gohan's still like teenager. So yeah, I'm thinking Trunks would be probably about like, he probably still be a baby, if not like a little bit older. Okay. But regardless, I'm not gonna go too exact. Just rough estimates here. I don't want no one to quote me and shoot me. Anyway, so we would have it to where your boy Gohan is they're all getting ready and they're about to go off to fight the androids, right? They fly off. And then they basically sit at, the classic good old cliffhanger. Goku. Gohan's there and then Yamcha's there and they're just looking off. And he's like, Yamcha, are you okay? You're acting kind of weird. And he's like, yeah, Gohan, I'm good, buddy. And then they're just talking like, damn, that's crazy. Because they're really just relaxing. Yamcha's relaxing because he thinks this is going to be his last day, most likely. Gohan's just relaxing because that's what he was told to do. And he's like, I got you. I'm going to not mess this up. And Gohan's just like, I'm not going to mess up. And then so Yamcha starts talking to him, and it's like, it's crazy, man. He's like, what? To think that out of all the Z Warriors, as he's just with his sleeveless left arm just flapping in the air, he's like, that's crazy. To think that after all the stuff I've been through, I'd be the last Z Warrior alive. Like, I'd really just be the last one out of everybody. Vegeta didn't survive. Yamcha didn't survive. Oh, man, and I'm just the last warrior, huh? That's crazy. And he's kind of like looking at Yamcha a little concerned on the way he's talking. He's like, damn, man, I'm sitting here training. Well, once upon a time, my rival, but he was on an empty stomach and I beat him barely. Ah, man. And I'm training his kid. Dang. I've come a long way. Only if I was able to get a grip like this a little bit sooner. I wonder how long it was going to take Bulma to build that time machine. Oh, man. It's crazy how I'm really the last Z Warrior. But Gohan, one day you'll be in my situation. You'll look back at this and have some nostalgia. Okay? He's like, okay. And he's really just confused. Yamcha just started blabbering, going on and blabbering. Gohan is visibly confused, but he doesn't mind it. He likes this side of he likes this side of Yamcha. Instead of trying to act all cool or some shit like that, which he is cool to Gohan because he was the only one willing to train him. But he's just like, yeah, you're gonna look back on these moments and really you're really gonna have a shits and giggles, and you're gonna understand why I did everything I do and why I did how I did it. And trust me, he looks at this arm. Please, this arm means nothing. It's a sacrifice for the future, buddy. Because if I didn't do that, you would have gotten hit. But Gohan, without raising his voice, but Yamcha, if I wasn't there in the first place, please. If you wasn't there in the first place, please. Yeah, you're half of the motivation on why I'm even alive today. Because if it wasn't for me training with you, I'd probably be with everyone else in the afterlife, and you'd probably be up here all by yourself. Oh, man. It's really crazy. And then before Yamcha's like, oh, yeah, one more thing. On the off chance that boosh. And when I say boosh, I mean like a really giant explosion. With this explosion alone, everybody knows the androids are a lot stronger than what they were originally. And he's like, oh, God. It's like that. It's like that. You gotta do something you don't want to do, but you gotta do it. So you're like, but you don't mind doing it. But you know what's coming next on some shit. On some, we gotta talk, and it's just some bullshit, right? Yamcha stands up. Gohan stands up, and they're like that android. Say Gohan's just eager more than anything, and then they Gohan's like ready. He's ready to go. And Yamcha's like, all right, Gohan. He's like, he tells him, like, hey, just stand back. I'm going to go by myself. He's like, wait, what? I'm going to see if I can at least take care of one of those androids, especially that 16. And this would be like a pan of 16 just towering over them. Because he seems like to be the strongest. I'm pretty sure I could get the edge over them or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And Gohan's like, oh, hell no, you got me fucked up. You think I'm about to leave you by yourself? I'm coming with. He's like, all right, cool beans, buddy. And then so Goku goes onto the right side. He's like, come here real quick. And he's like, all right, cool beans, let's go. I'm ready. And so Gohan's like, getting in his stance. It's reminiscent to what future Gohan did to Trunks in the canon. And so he's like, I'm ready. Let's go. And he's like, all right, cool beans. Gohan, do me a favor. Him? What? Yeah, no problem. I'll stay back and do exactly as you say. I will not mess this up this time. And he's like, all right, cool beans. And Yamcha knocks him out. Reminiscent to exactly how everything else played out. And then he falls down. And as he's falling down, Yamcha's like, once again, as I tell you, and this is all happening as he's falling down. He's like, once again, when you get older, you'll understand exactly why I did what I had to do. I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't want to have to do this to you, but goodbye, best buddy. Or like, goodbye, student or best friend or something like this. I gotta go see if I can at least make this job easy for you in the future. You are the future. And then Yamcha flies off as Gohan slowly collapses to the ground.